Hello there, this is Malik and welcome to episode 3 of my Wildermyth playthrough. We are about to assault the Lote Weaverworks with our little troop of adventurers. The gold-bellied frogs whistle no more in the gloaming. Then fades the young man by the stream and his lady rowing towards him. Here I go again, gloom gathering, how tiresome my ways are to me. I have seen the end, watched it come, and watched it pass many times. I know something of what lies ahead. Adsho and Tiff wait for Necromancer to come up the road, taking shelter in an abandoned place. They've chanced on another traveller. Ha! Then, are you open to questions? There is little I share, and still less I share freely. Why? I've been forthcoming. Haven't asked the price. Yes, you step fully into each word you say, but my words are too dangerous for me to match you. Rain clatters on the thatch. I see things written in the turning of storms, in silver-wet letters, in shaking pages of rain. I read of dreams left behind this yondering. I read of dooms the years intend. I read until my eyes shine and my stomach roars. I have read all of you. I have read of you, not all of you. I know what you are meant to be. Ha! Not sure I believe in fate. No one demands you believe. You only must endure what happens. The old storage building smells like ancient hay, moist rock, and the burning pine pitch of their torch. The woman's robes move. Like it's a part of her. She shrugs. Fortunes were given to crows to tell, and crows were kind enough to share their gift with witches. A witch, well paid, shares fortunes with the way-blind. Huh. I already have had birdie. I'm curious. Tell me our future then, for a drop of my blood. It will be more than a drop. Alright, maybe that's me being cheap. How about a finger's worth? Adsho, it's your blood, but maybe think about it a little longer. This is a time to trust me. The woman's not bad. A finger's worth is a fair price. She steps quickly close. It startles Adsho, hearing the woman's breath, smelling the dust of the day on her, smelling the dampness in her cloak. She is much more alive than she seemed. Every shadow stoops with her as she leans over Adsho's offered hand. Oh, she's definitely a bit of a burb. And collects the blood in a clay jar. Ugh. You okay? Just need to wrap it. There's a reason I offered you blood, you know. Blood is faith. Blood is faith. What I see for you is this. Under a boneless tomb is a tunnel into night. The night of the earthen road, where never stumbles day. You or your descendants will travel this road and be faced with a twisting mirror. Asked to step aside, you will indeed try to shatter it. Does this end someday? Do we survive? It might. You may. Certainties can still be spoiled if we give them away. But I will give something in their place. Blood is faith, and faith has rewards. The remainder of the dark passes. The rain belting the building side begins to sound comfortable. Occasional thunder marks the storm's paces. Adsho and Tiff sleep at some point, taking turns, trading glances with the strange, silent gun witch. Just at dawn's brink, the rain stops, and into the world she wanders again. They travel on to Lote Weaverworks. Hey, Tiff, there you are. Adsho with you. Couldn't find you in the raid, had to camp. A feather cloak. Ooh. This looks cool. Oh, that does look cool. Speed and dodge. I mean, it's gotta go to Tiff. Tiff is like super speed. I know technically it wasn't her blood that was given, but I don't care. It fits her ridiculous movement and range. She can just dart backwards and forwards and shoot things, and even on a retreat she can outpace everyone else at this point, I think. It's good. So we're fighting the Woken. Only 3 of them thus far. Catch the spirit. Ah, yes. It's an optional thing you can do. If you get next to it with someone, that someone can either upgrade one of their weapons. Well, sort of an upgrade. With the fire element, I guess. But yes, it can teleport through doors, which is hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna charge Tiffin. But then again, Adsho is the one that's got the flamey thing, so having a flamey sword, it's currently a stone sword, or we could get Necromancer in there. Let's get Necromancer in there. If I can comfortably kill things. What's the cone of fire range? Range 4. But we don't want to put too much fire in there. Okay, go on, Necro. You grab the spirit. The fire spirit. Are you all right, little one? So yeah, you're gonna get a fire staff. So, it's going to be a bit weird, although it is actually a straight upgrade. That's nice. Yeah, because of course you had a tier 0 staff. Now you actually have a tier 1 fire staff, which basically, if you do a stunt, you don't do extra damage. Instead, you're going to damage nearby enemies. So the fire spreads. Oh boy. Flaxen Haven's Shaker. That's kind of a weird name. Let's randomize it again. Crowthorn Staff. What about the Flamethorn Staff? That's a bit better. And the spirit departs. Possibly literally to death. Okay, let's charge Adsho into here. Let's do a... Oh, it's... Yeah, 4 tile range. Doesn't quite work the same as... Yeah, that's a shame. What does 8 do again? Okay. Well, I'm just going to slice that one up. I'm going to activate Foxfight, and I'm going to shoot that button. Oh boy, yeah. He's, I'm just going to burn that slinger. I may not have a ranged weapon, but I can just ooze fire out of my hand and legs and well, probably a lot of things, actually. Interfuse. That's a good one. So I'm going to Splinter Blast from the cart into this area, which of course works really well when there's lots of enemies. It shreds armor, pierces armor, does damage. It's all good stuff. I'm going to move into position there, swap the weapon, get a free bite. Oh my god, the bite just ripped it apart. Nom 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 nom. Okay, I'm just going to Silk Step over to there. Hey, you do not like Adsho, do you? Well, that's unfortunate. Because he dislikes you more than you dislike him. God, that was it. thought there'd be some more enemies behind there, but I suppose it did only say there was 3 enemies. That is fair. I mean, I don't think we need another... But then again, actually, yeah, just give you a second staff. That's actually kind of cool. It does more stunt damage. So you've got a random staff. You've got 2 staffs. Someday people will move back to Lote Reaverworks. The deep stink of the cult will crawl back into the earth. Children will find homes for spirits here. Young men will build barns alongside their sweethearts. Old men will trade in iron and salt. At the end, the oldest will die peacefully in their beds, the way it should be. You seem quite keen on it all. Thinking of staying? It's too late for me. Adventure's been stirred into my blood. The best we can do is keep moving and hope to leave peace in our wake. Yeah, seem to be a good man, Necro. Good man. So, oh, that's a new kind of deepest. What the fuck? Okay. Alright, let's secure the area. Look for an item. Because the enemy, well, as is imminently about to happen, there's like timers. And you can see at the top here. The left one, when that counts down to 0, you get additional calamities. But these ones, we can spend our legacy points, which is how big our legend is, I suppose, to prevent upgrades. And I'm going to cancel that one with the single legacy point. I don't want to burn too much legacy points. Legacy points are useful for various things. But if we prevent our main enemy from getting stronger, the odd times when we have to fight these other enemies is you know, not going to be as bad. The right-hand timer is when they start going on a rampage through the area. Okay, let's see what magic item we have. Well, we got 2 fabrics, and we have more stunt chance stuff. Holy crap, they really want us to do stunts. Okay, Adsho, you don't have... Oh, then again, it's all kind of leafy. Ah, Tiff. It'll look good on Tiff. Oh, wow, we need to actually build a bridge now. Let's build a bridge here, I guess. It's going to take a while. But there's nowhere else across. Well, not yet, anyway. So if we hover over that, it's a strength 4, which basically, if you hover over it, you see how the little thorny vine background hovers and highlights. If there were other areas that were also infested, then you could get +2, +3. Kind of feel like we should patrol, but I bet we're probably strong enough to take this without getting rid of the infestation, and then it would automatically get rid of the infestation when we defeat the site, I believe. But for now, until I sort of settle with this particular little group, this unusual little group. Okay, I've got one. Favourite fruit? Mulberries, fresh off the tree, best parts of summer. Oh, I'll let you know next time I spot one. Okay, my turn. Favourite thing to fight? Well, that's like asking my favourite rash. Least favourite then? Might have to be the Morthagi. Is that because you're over the next hill? They're over the next hill? It's, I never can quite tell if they're alive or not. It's distracting. One of these days it's gonna mess with the magic. Here I am making a career out of them. I'm not that old, right? But sometimes I wonder if it's not too late to start over somewhere. Wouldn't though, realistically. Reek of abandonment. Well, I appreciate that. What about you? What keeps you here? Oh dear. Odd. I mean, it's gotta be number 1, surely. People have it in them, but no one can be at their best with Morthagi creeping around. Get those out of the way, and then the people will show you the world they're capable of building. Well, when you put it like that, it sounds big. Sure, it is. I don't know if that helps, or if it's too much pressure, but it helps me when we get close enough to hear the clanking. So it looks like we're having Morthagi. We're gonna be kicking some ass. Some weird... So we get extra armor and warding, that's good. And here's some weird, freaky creatures made of metal and bone. This is an odd map. Okay, Tiff. You go sniff them out. I'm actually really not sure which way to head. I'm gonna head to the left with Tiff. And check out that barn. Necromancer is gonna go with her, but I'm... Oh, hello. But then he also infused something, which is a free action, which means that I can then discus. See, the discus will bounce, so if I hit that rubble with the discus, it will actually bounce and have a 32% chance of hitting those two. Yup, dodged. That's a shame. Would have been fun. He's just going to jump across there and go invisible. Oh, Nacho, go in there and tank. Oh, that's going to just puke at him. He's going to puke back. Yeah, that's a good point. They are a lot of ranged enemies. This one isn't, but it's pretty weak. Oh, didn't quite kill, though. Screw it. Let's, I'm going to actually stay just on that side. And I'm going to whack that. Just get rid of it. Necromancer can now infuse some of the fire. Infusing fire is fucking brilliant. And then you just move the fire through enemies. Oh, come on. Dodging as well, little shits. Okay, let's swap weapon. Oh no, she's already got the correct weapon. Which one shreds? That one shreds. Let's get the Sommelier. Let's bite the Sommelier. Nom. And then slice it. It blocked. Little shits. Rude. Probably should have got her to attack first, in fairness. Because then she could have shredded some armor with her axe. It doesn't really matter, though. Let's just discus that guy. And then eventually, yeah, it destroys the rocks, as you can see. And move down. Give him the bites. Such a good actual attack as a quick action. It's like minimal range, but it's so good. Oh, blooming heck. Well, we're just gonna... It's a tier 2 staff. But it's only a basic staff, so I'm gonna put the arcane... Yeah, the arcane alder limb. Because that's a cool looking staff. It's higher tier. Morthagi gets stronger. Can't stop that. Okay, let's secure the area. Let's look for items as well. So yeah, we're not in a rush. You know, people aren't... Ooh, okay. We have an opportunity. A passing pilgrim saves a necromancer's life. Yeah, let's do this. This could have benefits. It's like story development, character development for the characters. Trekking the narrow fall roads of nowhere, a sudden illness clogs Necromancer's chest. Shooting barbs through his veins rouses him in the night to kneel heaving in the dark outside the tent. So far, he's pushed through, hoping it would ebb. Instead, it's worsening. right? Since I know you won't ask me to stop, I'll do it. Can we stop? We'll camp here. Drink some water. Try and eat something if you can keep it down. As Tiff goes to gather firewood for the night and morning, Necromancer eases down, cradling himself, sipping from his canteen. And odd enough, that's when a faith called Pilgrim comes down the road. You're bad off, aren't you, Earthson? You look it. Do you mind if I stoop down and listen to your signs? I'm Jilly Wild. No one worth fearing. Pilgrim of an order that's never been popular. A god who'd never asked to be. Whatever you are, The pilgrim bends down and places fingers on Necromancer's pulse, holds a coin before his mouth, then an ear to his upper chest. I've seen symptoms like these, certainly. Your eyes are still clear, that's good. How long have you... 3 days. Just 3. Who are you? You his friend? More than that, maybe. Well, that man's suffering from... Agakora. Rare disease. Folks get it in fall, a wayward spore. I can treat it, but to cure it is impossible, or nearly, I suppose I should say. Precious thing. Sleep. Jilly administered the small elixir made from water and wild barabel, as well as some burnt crushed mushrooms. She told Necromancer to sleep, and he's been in the tent ever since. He'll need more of this elixir. The rest of his life he'll need it. Higakora leaves husks where happiness was. It's a brutal way to go. You mentioned a cure. And I shouldn't have. It's one of those convenient stories about a miraculous heal-all. Once, long ago, I tried to find it. The journey cost me my brother's life. Cost my brother his life. Whatever, it's the same thing. By the time I'd returned, empty-handed, the man it would have healed had already passed. Desperate hearts are reckless. Treat the disease patiently and he'll live longer. You make for good medicine. Not a pleasant conversation to wake to, however. Oh, you're already looking better. Some constitution you must have. I feel a lot stronger, and I thank you. So tell me, tell us both, about this cure. Necromancer. Oh, Dale, my goodness, my God. She mumbles into a fire a moment. Is this the purpose of my wandering feet, fellow? If it is, it must be. I trust my feet. I will. Then their eyes meet again. Our paths brought us here. Who am I to deny my place? They huddle close to the flames as the pilgrim, Jilly Wild, reluctantly describes a distant place, a harrowing guardian, a legendary restorative. And in summary, since you seem set on seeking it out, please, let me accompany you. It's clear to me that I was put in your path for this holy duty. You'll need the elixir, regardless, and I can teach you to make it. Yeah, let's do this immediately. Basically, this is a decision of do it now or do it at later some point. You see that little icon on his profile little picture? His profile picture. It more or less is. That basically indicates that if I don't do this now, then I can do it later. But I'm going to set out immediately. Let's do this. Only 3 people can go, and we only have 3 people. And we have to go all the way back there to Jenna Shrine. I've never met a holy pilgrim. Over the course of the journey, the disease hasn't left Necromancer's body, but his health has returned, little by little, with the elixir Jilly brewed. You're a pilgrim of the Wandering Church, aren't you? I do apologize if I'm prying, I mean no disrespect. Your cheeks look less sunken. Glad to see you eating more. They're nearing their destination, an ancient shrine to the sea, where the fabled restorative is said to be housed. I remember this forest. It's been all my life, and I haven't returned. so it's almost like he's alive again, my brother. Night knocks them off their knees. Wow, interesting way of wording it. A short, salty dinner, a stiff drink, and a draught of medicine. Sleep. They wake to mill in the cold dawn, achy and oddly anxious. You asked me yesterday, Necromancer, about being a pilgrim. Yes, but if you... My brother and I told you we went after the cure together? Well, the man we were set on retrieving it for, he was our father. In failing, I lost them both. I was overcome with, so many feelings, guilt mostly, that I'd led my brother, Scylan. I led Scylan to his death, and for nothing. In the end, it was for nothing. Just a great cosmic joke. They pack up their camp in quiet and set out again. My brother, funny kid, too smart for his age, sarcastic. Anyway, I dropped my heart in the well of hatred. I'll spare you those evil blank stories. But I met my pilgrim one day. Shiloth, he was called. One of Dale's wanderers. Dale, our goddess. Dale. Come with me. Walk with me. That's all he said. That's all anyone needed to say. I was young, still. I'd been torturing myself and the world. The unusually sinuous track that winds between the trees leads beneath a rocky overhang into the belly of a cliffside and down. Old Shiloth taught me about Dale, his god, not to force me to change, but to affix before me a kind of star. Dale is a woman and a man, thing and idea. All is in Dale, and Dale is in all, thus wandering amongst all his joy. Keeping a journal of your journeys is worship. All paths lead us where we must be. The whim and the will are no different. All I do is love. Love is where my feet carry me. I didn't believe it quickly, but gradually, the steps we took, seasons then years. By the time we came back to the hometown, I wasn't angry anymore, even at myself. Sorrowful, bitter in moments, but aware as I'd never been of all the love I've been given. All the love I still had a chance to give back. And I... Stay back, Jilly. Hmm? Oh, but that's Scylan, my brother, standing exactly as he stood when it struck him. What's... Come, take a look at this. Come along, things will be okay, just stay close. This may be our vaulted guardian. What's left of it, anyway? I remember the thing, snaking, moving, alive, the terror of its forge fire eyes. It's okay, you won't have to face it again. Whoever killed it didn't touch this altar. So that's the cure, Jilly? What did you call this sickness I've contracted? Huh? It's called Agakora. The word is Thnaric. It's... And this remedy? I don't know. The story's old. A restorative of some kind. That could be used to heal any malady. It's hard to compare a legend to a hunk of glowing salt. Book I read described it as a gift from the sea answered with treachery, a single crystallized miracle. Close to the crystal, unless they're imagining it, they hear the noise of playful waves and ribboning wind. Oh boy. That's kind of cool. I mean, being turned into a sort of statue is not exactly what I would call a malady. The word malady suggests something more important. Let's finish this and end the episode. I'm kind of... I don't know. What would necromancer do? I don't know. Let's try. Let's try on the brother. It's a nice thing to do. Kill any malady? Really? It'll be like an act of necromancy, bringing him back to life. Think about it, Necro. You're literally bringing someone's brother back from the dead. Necromancer lifts the crystal off its altar. It threads his knuckles with spirals of light. What's it like? Do you feel anything? The light feels damp, but someone else has first claim. Necromancer? Where's he? Here we are, poor boy. Your life was interrupted young. There's a chance to reclaim it. Oh no, Necromancer, it won't... I don't think it. We'll see. Necromancer, you idiot. Necromancer holds the crystal close to the stone man. He forms and forces all the weight of his will into a single idea, a miracle, reversing whatever change wrought cold rock from once warm skin and muscle. Icy radiance slivers drip from the crystal's core. Oh, it's working! Sound, to all of them, becomes warped and blue. Glums and layers of light find invisible cracks and filter beneath the man's stone flesh. The crystal in Necromancer's hand shrinks to nearly nothing. Another glance finds it entirely dissolved. One last wave of crashing brilliance submerges into them and drains away. A briny-smelling mist clings to the air. Sillin, are you... Jilly, you're too old. I'm much too old, but it's me. Just then, a hungry growl emerges from the shadows beyond the Gorgon remains. It's echoed by another unseen mouth. What the fuck kind of a noise is that? Spraw! Spraw! Something's woken up. We'll meet you at the mouth of the gully. Go on! But I couldn't... Come on, Sillin, not this time. You're an idiot, you know. I know. See, that's the kind of the rivalry concentration. Like, if they were friends, it'd be like, that was a beautiful thing you did, kind of thing. If it was lover, oh, I love you even more, blah, blah, blah. It's... but I like that. There are other things that happen with it, but I'm excited to find out what's going on. But anyway, I'm going to call that an episode and then continue the fight next episode. So until then, next time, guys. Cheerio.